Welcome to Kitchen 143. I am your host, Michelle Aventajado, your resident mama in Manila. And tonight, I'd like to thank you for joining me yet again on your Tuesday evening. Today, we're out and about in the Rappler headquarters. So we're not actually out and about, we're home, guys. And we're here, of course, today to learn more about Cakes by Louise. Cakes by Louise is a homegrown bakery that's deeply rooted in tradition and heritage recipes. Louise was only 12 years old when she was inspired by her Abby to start baking during the pandemic. It's through these recipes, traditional recipes, that many of you might be familiar with, that they get to serve up a little bit of nostalgia and a little bit of your childhood. Okay, so if you're watching live, you're watching on the Rappler Facebook, YouTube, and X profiles. Maybe you're also watching on the Momma in Manila Facebook profile as well. If you are, go ahead and leave us some comments. We want to hear from you. Tonight we are in for some sweet treats, so you will get to see and eventually taste, if you're one of the lucky winners, some of these cakes baked up in the good old-fashioned way. Joining me on cam today is Tiny and Louise Guidotti, the bakers behind this homegrown brand, this bakery that evokes nostalgia and memories of our childhood. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hi.
Hi. Good evening.
Thank you for joining us and coming all the way to the Rappler headquarters.
Thank you for having us.
I'm so excited to tell the story. It's such a great story.
Oh, thank you.
Louise, you started with this when you were 12.
Yes.
How old are you now?
16.
16. So during the pandemic, you said you wanted to bake, which is actually not what every 12-year-old girl would like to do when they're just hanging out at home during the pandemic,
right.
no? So tell us about how you were inspired to bring this brand. Well, many of you guys might remember or might know this brand, but why don't you tell us what inspired you? I know it was your grandma, Abby.
Yes. So during the pandemic, I couldn't do none of my other hobbies, so I decided to start baking again. And I started baking the banana cream pie. Banana bread, and sold it around my area. And then eventually I asked my Abby for the recipes, and we started baking the chocolate cake at first together, and then eventually the other recipes. And then I started Cakes by Louise.
So you just started baking first as a hobby?
Yes.
Because you were in lockdown,
Yes.
bored, couldn't do all the other things that you love doing. Tiny, tell us about Abby, who she is and why many people might know her already. Just, if you kind of give us a clue.
Yeah, Abby, so my mother-in-law started the bake shop back in the 70s. It was known for its chocolate cake back in the day. It was legendary. And decades later, we still had the recipe, and Louise and her started baking it again. So it was famous for its fork design, and it was the classic way of making chocolate cakes. And it was the old traditional way of cooking everything with icing and filling. It's just the cooking the long way. In spite of all the technology in baking, we still do it the old traditional way of baking.
Well, if she started this bakery, I think it was, she started this bakery with a few friends.
Yes, that's right.
In 1977.
That's right.
Right? So for those of you guys that are Gen Xers, maybe you would know this very special bakery in Makati that was, even our head of production, when we were talking about Cakes by Louise and the inspiration behind it, she said, oh, those are the cakes of my childhood.
Yes, that's right.
Maybe we want to tell everybody what are we talking about here if they haven't figured it out by looking at the chocolate cake already?
Yes, the bake shop and the chocolate cake was called Cookie Monster back in the day.
Of course.
But generations later, we decided to revive the recipes. Now it's Cakes by Louise.
Yes,
that it's now
run by 3 generations.
That's right.
This is 3 generations of bakers.
Exactly.
Right? So, yes. Tiny, I know your husband, it's
right.
actually your mother-in-law
yes.
who started the original bakery.
That's right.
And now, Louise picking up from where her grandma, her Lola,
yes.
left off. I think it's amazing that you know, you guys get in the kitchen together. How different is it? I mean, I'm sure Abby, you know, would look at how you're baking now. 2024, technology, ovens, mixers, everything different from when she started in 1977. Of course, we had mixers and ovens, but you know, just the difference in preparing things.
Yeah.
How is it to get into the kitchen with her now? What does she say about how you prepare everything?
Well, most of the techniques I use are still from her. Even the ingredients, we try to use all the original
Down to the
things that we
brands.
used. Yes. we
Yeah,
try to
I'm
use
sure she's very
everything.
particular
Yes,
about
she
what
is
brand you
very,
use.
Very particular.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even the mixers and everything, we still try to keep it the same. But obviously things like weighing changes.
So much
Things like
easier.
that. Everything is so much easier,
Digital
more
ovens,
accessible.
yeah.
Digital
Yeah.
ovens, digital
Now it's just
scales.
digital skills. So she loves kitchen equipment. So
She
Yeah,
finds it fascinating, honestly, my Abby.
Well,
Yeah.
especially if it makes it easier.
Yes, that's
You can
right.
churn out more cakes.
exactly.
So where is
Efficiently done in the traditional, still the
Right?
traditional
Yeah.
way. But
I like that.
efficiently
I like how you said that. Efficiently done, still done traditionally,
Yes.
though.
That's right.
So July 2020, you started baking and you started selling the cakes, and it was a hit. Tiny. I mean,
Yes.
were
I
people
actually
knocking down your door?
Yeah, well, I posted it on my personal Facebook, and we got messages day to day asking, "Are you reviving the cake? Are you making it again?" So I said, let's take orders.
Let's
and
try it.
We started taking orders, but she was already like, "Mom, I can only bake so much in a day." So
You're like,
She
Mom,
was-
what are you doing to me?
yeah, we all started pitching in and doing our own thing in the kitchen and helping out because we didn't have bakers yet then. We
Right.
didn't hire
Yeah.
bakers yet then. So it was just really the family.
So
it
it's
was
really
the pandemic.
Louise baking every banana
with
cream
her
pie
Abby,
and the chocolate
and then
cake, and then
my husband,
Abby was
my
there
brother-in-law.
looking.
Yeah,
I bet she
exactly.
was there pointing, saying,
Yeah.
"No, you're doing that wrong."
Yeah, no, she was very particular.
I'm sure she is.
Super.
Yeah.
Extremely.
You should say hi to her.
Yes.
Hi, Abby.
Hi, Abby.
Hi, Abby.
So, guys, I want to know about your favorite memories of these time-honored traditional cakes. Maybe you have them. I want to hear about them. Leave them in the comment section. Maybe if you're going to, download the Rappler Communities app and go ahead and leave your memories in the food and travel chat. Tag me, because I want to hear about those fond memories where you would enjoy cake or celebrations with your family. As always, guys, both Louise and Tiny are very generous. You guys will get to have the chance to try all of these sweet treats yourself. You can pick them up in Alabang, the winners. 5 winners will get to have a 6-inch chocolate cake, a box of lemon squares, 2 tins of
Pinwheel.
the pinwheel cookies, and 2 tins of the oatmeal crisps, right? So you'll get the oatmeal crisps, the pinwheels, a small size of the banana cream pie,
right.
which is perfect, and the 6-inch cake and those lemon squares, those lemon bars. So, go ahead and make sure that you follow cakes.bylouise on Instagram, Cakes by Louise on Facebook, and leave us those comments. We want to hear from you. I mean, those are like the best kinds of memories, right? When there's a cake to celebrate, and actually, you don't even need a reason to celebrate to have a good cake, right?
It makes it exciting when we see that
Yes.
all the comments that everybody's shared with us, all the childhood memories they've had growing up with the cake. So that's really nice to see.
Abby must love that too.
Yes, we normally share with her also the stories.
Right? Because it's all about the stories, and it's all about bringing people together and enjoying each other, good food, and of course, sweet treats. Okay. You started Cakes by Louise at 12,
Yeah.
but you started baking earlier.
Way earlier, yeah. At
So
6.
was this something you did with Dad in the kitchen? Was this something, has Abby always lived with you that you guys would bake together?
I really used to bake with her a lot. And it started, I think one of the first things I ever did bake was banana cream pie. I would help with it, like the icing and everything.
So when she would make it.
Yeah.
So you've been trained very early.
Yeah.
Which is good, because then that makes it easy.
Yeah,
that makes
right.
it easier on the moms, actually.
Yeah.
So we can take care of dinner, we can take care of lunch, and then we know that you, like Gia in my house, Gia takes care of desserts too. So, very nice. I know we have a lot of cakes. Well, we have 4 cakes.
Yes.
Yes.
And then we have the banana cream pie. I'm excited to show everyone what is on the table. So we should probably start with the one right in front of Louise.
Chocolate cake.
Yeah. So this is the iconic
Yes.
Yep.
cake here, the traditional cake. And you were mentioning the fork.
Yeah, with the design.
The intricate fork design, which whenever anyone sees that, they know what that means.
That's right.
Tama. Okay. So we have the chocolate cake. What's next to that one?
This is the prune cake, and then we have the Dutch treat. It's layers of chocolate inside with the chocolate buttercream filling and heavy cream frosting. Then we have the mocha walnut and the banana cream pie and the lemon squares.
And the lemon squares.
And of course, the pinwheel cookies, which is another classic, and the oatmeal thins.
They are so yummy. I will confess, I hid them a little bit from everybody. I'm sorry, peace. Sorry, Nino. I hid them. So he just tried them for the first time today.
He was so happy.
So if you were going to choose, what's your favorite?
Dutch treat. Like,
Dutch
no
treat.
hesitation.
Well, I know Dutch treat is your favorite also. Maybe you want to share the story when you got married.
Yes.
What's your husband's name? again?
Manoli.
Manoy.
Manoli.
Yeah, Manoli.
So when I got married, normally, I grew up with a chocolate cake myself. So I remember my mom would send the driver to Makati to buy the chocolate cake. But when I remember the Dutch treat also once when I was growing up. And when we got married, every birthday, I was begging my mother-in-law, can you please bake the Dutch treat for me? Because that was my favorite.
That was.
Because I love cream and I love chocolate. So just everything's there.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's happiness for you.
Exactly.
So would you say that these two would be the best sellers as well?
Yes, that too. It's both chocolate, but sometimes people really look for a non-chocolate chocolate. And the generation back in the day loved the prune cake. So it was also quite a popular choice.
You mean the Gen Xers?
The Gen Xers.
The Gen Xers who are tough, we're rough and tumble.
Yes.
We're used to doing things on our own.
The fruit cake generation.
So the prune cake was also very popular.
Yes, that's right.
Is it popular now as well?
Yes, I was
it
actually surprised too that a lot of people asked if, we have the prune cake. So
Interesting.
very interesting.
And where would you say most of your customers, like your demographic, comes from?
We're from the South,
Yeah.
but 88% of our clients are from the North.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
how far social media really gets.
Well, or maybe that's where everyone moved after they grew up. And
Probably. That's right. That could be true.
They were buying all their cakes in Makati and then they moved to QC.
True, that's right.
QC is just so big. Okay, so do we want to slice one
Yes.
or
Yeah,
two?
we can
Louise?
start with the chocolate
And while
cake.
you're slicing, maybe Tiny, you can tell us, how hands-on is the rest of the family when it comes to maybe recipe development? These are all obviously traditional recipes,
Yes.
right? So these have all been made and
Yes,
done
except
before.
for the oatmeal thins. It's actually my brother-in-law baking it at home since he was around 11, 12 years old. When everybody was busy with the bake shop, he was baking the oatmeal thins at home. So we decided he's also part of the business. He's
as
helping
well.
us also. Yes,
So it's your husband, your brother-in-law, your mother-in-law,
Myself.
and Louise, and of
Yep.
course.
it's really a family business.
It is, and that's so, what a perfect slice. I want to show that to the camera. And while we're showing that to the camera, because it's such a perfect slice, I'm going to show it, and I'm going to say, hello, Jelly Belly. I miss you, and I love you. I'll be home very soon, and I'll bring you some cake. But you should be in bed already, because you have school tomorrow. All right, so this cake, it looks delicious. It's a perfect slice. Here you can see that caramel inside. Maybe that's better. And it's perfectly balanced. I am excited to take a bite.
Here you go.
I feel like I need a glass of milk.
That's right, actually.
Chocolate cake and milk.
Yes.
Is there anything better? So everybody's involved. The oatmeal crisps are new.
Yes.
Even the lemon bars are something they used to serve
That's
before.
also an old recipe.
That's also an old recipe. Have you tweaked any of them?
Yeah, some of them are
Well, okay, the chocolate cake we just doubled because we love
doubled
the frosting and the
icing
filling.
and
So we,
filling.
Okay.
I
so you
personally love the
added-
frosting. My
Yes.
husband loves the filling, so
Never
we just
enough.
doubled everything. That's why it's that thick.
It's perfect.
Thank you.
Chocolatey, balanced, creamy, moist. Everybody hates that word. But it's so good. I would also like to say hello to my mom. Hi, Mom. I have some cake. Maybe you can't have it because it's not sugar-free, but I'll eat yours for you. Hi, Mom. Give Dad a hug for me. Okay, so we have chocolate cake. We have the Dutch treat, which is
right.
your favorite, which is also a bestseller. And the mocha walnut.
Yes.
That was very yummy too. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Now, if someone wants to come and visit the bake shop, I know you're doing much out of the commissary.
Which is our home.
Okay.
Yes.
So you've opened up the home to bake. I'm sure the cakes are all over.
Yes.
With how-
We already
with
lost
how
parts of
prolific
our
you
house,
are.
right?
I'm sure because this is so popular. You have a storefront though.
Yes,
Tell
that's
us
right.
about where that is so that they know where to go visit you.
We opened in December at Alabang Town Center in the new wing, ground floor of the new wing. And it's a kiosk near the area where you have the piano. So we have a little kiosk and hopefully we get to open more outlets soon in some areas.
I think that's a
in the
plan,
metro.
no?
That's right. That's
I
the
have
plan.
chocolate on my teeth.
No, you're
chocolate.
good. You're good.
Okay, so you're in Alabang Town Center in the south, very easy. If someone wanted to order a cake, how do they do that?
Yes, they can order through Instagram, Facebook. We also deliver.
Mm-hmm.
We have days that we deliver in the north. We are at the Salcedo Saturday Market.
Oh, that's perfect. That's
So-
like in the middle for everyone.
That's right. So, and then we have days that we delivered in the Quezon City and Pasig, Mandaluyong area also. So just give us a call and or shoot us a message on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, and that's perfect. Actually, if you're doing the delivery, then you know that the cakes will make it whole, intact.
Exactly.
The way they should be. So when you open the box and you're ready to serve it,
Yes.
it looks as it should.
Yes,
And not
that's right.
like all jostled.
Yes.
That's like the worst, right?
Exactly.
You order a cake and then you have it picked up by a courier and
It's all crushed. Yeah.
it's all crushed or the icing is all on the inside of the box.
Melted.
And
It's or melted. Yes.
yeah, right? So that's great that you can deliver. So you can go ahead and follow them on Cakes by Louise on Instagram. You can also follow on Facebook. Of course, you guys got to do that and share the stories if you want a chance to win one of 5 sets of a 6-inch chocolate cake, 1 box of lemon bars, 2 tins or 2 jars of the pinwheel cookies, as well as 2 tins of the oatmeal crisps, which are new to the menu but super yummy. And then we also have the smaller banana cream pie. That's good. Tiny says it's good for 2 to 3, but I think it's good for 1 because I would like that all by myself. I love banana cream pie, and I think you do
Yep.
too.
One of my favorites.
So perfect accompaniment for chocolate cake obviously is for the little ones would be milk.
Yeah.
But I think this is great if you want to have the ladies over for tea or for coffee. Nothing better than a nice hot cup. Nino is actually off cam saying he would really enjoy it with a little bit of whiskey. And I know that there is whiskey and chocolate pairing that actually works. We've done that before.
Right. We've also done the ice cream, and so we have had brands of ice cream that actually came up to us and did the collaboration with.
Oh my gosh, how fun! Tell us about that.
It was Snooki's Gelato. We had a feature once, and then the other one was Pink Berry. Pink Berry, I think.
You did something with Pinkberry too?
Yes. So
how
it
fun!
it was just putting the chocolate cake with a scoop of ice cream on top, but it turned out really, really good.
Cake and ice cream, that's a celebration that we all grew up with.
Exactly.
Like that's a staple.
Yes.
A staple. Okay, let's slice the Dutch treats. And while you're slicing it, Louise, why don't you tell us, how does this fare with your friends? Because you're now a junior.
Yeah.
Okay. And they know that you are, you're selling these cakes, you're making these cakes. Do they put in their orders when they see you at school?
Oh my God, they do. No, everyone, whenever they pass by the kiosk in the mall, everyone sends me photos and they're like, oh my God.
I'm here.
Yes. And they're like, Louise, we're here, we want our cake.
So is there a chance that you would develop newer recipes, or are you guys thinking about different cakes or treats that you would like to expand? Oh my gosh, what a perfect slice. That you would like
Except I
to
think I left
expand?
You did? It's okay.
I see. Okay.
That's okay.
There you go.
That's okay. I'm excited for that one too. Maybe we could show the inside of the cake. You could really see this is buttercream, no?
Yes, chocolate buttercream.
It's chocolate buttercream. I don't think you guys, I'm going to try and show you. It fell a little bit when we sliced it, but you can see the chocolate buttercream right in the middle, the same chocolate cake. It's the same chocolate cake recipe as the regular chocolate cake.
That's right.
And then it has
The heavy cream.
heavy cream frosting. So this is, it's the same but different. Mm-hmm. Can you see it that way? Oh, you couldn't see the icing. Sorry. I'm excited to try it, Cassette. So this one is the one that you would ask your mother-in-law every birthday. Mom, make this one for me. And she would happily oblige, I am sure.
Always, yes.
Right?
That's right.
I mean, there's not much you can't go wrong with chocolate buttercream and chocolate cake. Okay, so you said your husband and your brother-in-law are both involved.
Yes.
How much do they like to experiment with some of the other things that?
Well, we're eventually planning to develop other recipes we're looking into to see also what else, just maybe other flavored fruity cakes, which we don't really have a lot of yet. So we're in our R&D, and it's my husband and my brother-in-law that's doing the baking. They really enjoy cooking. So the reason why the commissary is at home is because that we can actually really check everything. It just makes it easier.
I love that the Dutch treat, the cream icing is not overly sweet.
Yes, that's right.
It's balanced by the chocolate buttercream and the cake.
Yes.
So the chocolatey cake. It's a perfect bite if you can get it across. Do you guys do perfect bite? Like perfect subo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes to make sure.
I do that.
Or leave the best for last.
Yeah, always.
Yes,
I leave the middle for last all the time.
So you eat around and then you eat the middle?
Especially for the Dutch treat. For the chocolate cake, I leave the frosting because the frosting's my favorite.
But we also do, so we normally have like heavy frosting left. I mean, it's always like sobra from the batch. What we do is we put it on our coffee. So it's like a chunk
cream and
of
coffee.
Yeah, it's a chunk of cream on top. So we're okay. I'm always waiting for that. So we're always like, is there extra frosting? Because we always put it in our coffee.
So I'm sure there are things that you would put it on all the time. Other things as well. I mean,
exactly.
Anytime. So I like that there's banana cream pie because you were saying fruity, right?
Yes.
So then, but you have the lemon.
Yes, now we have. We
Which
just
is
actually
really new. Like,
very
it
new.
You just started.
Yeah.
Yes, we just
started.
started.
How
putting
is it being received?
Good. Again, a lot of people remember lemon squares, and a lot of her friends actually do love. Because now, it's the tartiness. I thought a lot of people wouldn't really like the tartness of like a cake
I'm
or
curious.
a dessert. But
Can we pass?
Yes.
Can you reach it?
Let's get the
Too
lungs.
far.
The box.
Oh yeah, we have the box. Here you go.
Perfect. So when you have a lemon bar, you actually like the tart.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone wants it to just be more and
yes.
more tart.
So
Like,
when we were
So
we were
you've
testing,
adjusted.
yes.
yeah, when we were testing, it was like more lemon, more lemon.
It's very different now because I think before it was more like, okay, it has to still be a little sweet, but now it's
So we have the lemon bars here. We also have the lemon bars at the end. And you will get a full box of lemon bars if you are chosen as one of the 5 winners. All you have to do is follow Cakes by Louise on Instagram and Cakes by Louise on Facebook.
yes.
You'll get lemon bars. You'll get a 6-inch chocolate cake. You'll also get 2 jars of the pinwheels and 2 jars of the oatmeal crisps and the banana cream pie. I want to just take a little bit of
Here,
this
do you
because I
need
know
fork?
I won't. I'll just take or cut it in half. Maybe I can take the knife.
Here,
So
which one?
Maybe
this
the-
one. This one. The Italian way, though, I would never take a knife from you.
That's
See,
right.
there's like a little superstition, right? You don't take a knife from someone. We'll just put it down. And I'm excited for this because I like the tart also. So this is the lemon bar. So you have bars, you have cookies, you have cakes. I'm excited for this. Nice and tart, firm, not too sweet.
Yes.
Shortbread crust.
Yes.
Perfect. This is great with tea.
Yes.
I would
that's
like
right.
this with tea.
That's for tea, yeah. Best with tea.
So some of the things, can you say some of the things you might be working on or you don't want to say yet?
Well, we're still trying to figure out which to do first because it's just so difficult. There's so many. And we have, and we're
And
just
we
trying.
just
This
came
is
out
the
with
new.
that one. That's the newest.
It's a newest. But
addition.
we also still want to explore how we can actually make everybody try the cakes by the reach, meaning like expanding to different branches all
Okay.
around the metro.
So you're
because-
going to go north.
Yes. We're hoping to be able to open north soon to cater to our
Exciting.
clients in the north.
Who are all in the north.
Yes.
So you guys can look out for that soon.
Because we've been getting messages saying, when are you going to open in this area? When are you going to open in that area? So I'm like, okay, let's.
That's great. I'm really like to imagine 3 generations using the same heritage recipes, creating the same memories and moments in the kitchen.
Yes.
Like your Abby must be so proud. Like this is something. I wonder if that's something that she thought. I mean, I'm sure the recipes are well guarded. That she always felt like
Yes.
this was something she wanted to give to her family, to her kids, her granddaughter. Does anyone else take an interest in baking?
Out of all my cousins, it's more or less me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
anyone.
you. So wait,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask. Does that mean Louise is Abby's favorite? Because I know what that means.
Yeah.
I know what that means. Hi, Abby. So you get to spend time with her.
A lot.
Not just in the kitchen, but
Yeah,
you,
with
you
her
go
a
and
lot.
visit with her. What's your favorite thing to do with her when you're not baking?
We just talk and eat. We
Oh.
talk and eat. That's
Does she tell you stories of
Oh,
when
yeah.
she was younger,
Yeah.
when your dad was younger?
Yeah, a lot.
What's your dad's favorite?
You know, I actually don't know.
Pop likes the prune.
Maybe Dutch Street also.
Dutch
Because
also.
like my dad and I always eat the Dutch Street. Always. It's like we're always
true.
trying to find it.
Yes.
Like, where is that last
Where
slice?
is
Yes,
that
exactly.
slice? That's me. I'm like,
Right?
Mom, can I have a slice?
When she's in Alabang Town Center, she's
yeah,
like,
every time I'm in
can I
town.
get a
Hey, Mom, can I get a slice from the kiosk?
So at the kiosk, you at the shop,
yeah.
you can order a slice and
Yes.
pick up a cake.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can have you can sit down and have something?
No,
or
we
you
actually
just
have
take
it
it to go?
We have it pre-sliced, so
Yeah.
it's in an individual
Perfect.
package.
So if you want to try the other slices, also you can try. You could get one of each.
Right, that's right.
That's perfect. So for those of you that might not be familiar with Cakes by Louise and these heritage recipes, you can visit them at Alabang Town Center, ATC or Town, whichever you prefer. All the kids, all the generations call it something different. And then, of course, you can also have an opportunity to win one of the gift sets that Cakes by Louise is preparing for you to pick up in Alabang. You'll get a 6-inch cake, a 6-inch chocolate cake, a box of lemon bars, both the pinwheels and the oatmeal crisps, as well as banana cream pie. And all you have to do is follow them on Instagram, Facebook, share on the socials, right? And then go ahead and download the Rappler Communities app. In the Rappler Communities app, guys, I want to have this conversation. How did you celebrate? What are the moments that you celebrated? Did you have these traditional cakes that evoke this sense of nostalgia and memories of our childhood? I want to hear some of those memories, those stories, maybe some about your mom, maybe some about your grandma who you used to bake with as well. I want to hear that. So guys, we are coming to the end of the episode, and usually what we do at the end of the episode is we do these rapid fire questions. Now I know that your grandma has influenced you in the kitchen. She's influenced all the generations. Is there a great grandchild yet?
None.
Not yet. Not yet.
None.
But I know your husband's family is very big.
Yes, that's right.
Right, and I'm even friends with some of and Shella is married to Mike Guidotti, which is your husband's first cousin, right? So they're related to Nino on that side as well. And then we know Kat, who also has Yaya Lola, which we're a big fan of here on Kitchen 143. We've tried that as well. So everybody, big family.
Yes.
And everybody's kind of very active in the kitchen.
Yes, that's right.
So I feel like, they've been influenced a lot by the generations that came before them.
Yes.
Which is lovely.
That's how we bond, through eating.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
I mean, the Italians do it the same way too.
Yeah.
Filipinos and Italians are so similar that way. All right, so what we usually do when we end is we do these rapid fire questions. So you guys can just blurt out what you're thinking.
Okay.
And this is also just for the audience to get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
All right? Pies or cakes?
Cakes.
Pies.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Cookies or bars?
Cookies.
Cookies.
Dark or milk chocolate?
Dark.
Milk.
I love how you guys do the same things. It really shows that she really likes her own thing. Maybe the same coffee. You guys like the same coffee.
Yes.
Chocolate cake or Dutch treat?
Dutch treat.
Dutch treat.
Oatmeal or pinwheels?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Oh, you both like oatmeal.
Yes.
You both like Dutch treat. Prune cake or mocha walnut?
Mocha walnut.
Okay. Banana cream pie or lemon squares?
Banana cream pie.
Okay, so these two are the last comparisons that we usually do at the end of every show as well. Sinigang or nilaga?
Sinigang.
Sinigang with patis.
Yes. And calamansi.
And calamansi.
Yeah.
You gotta have
squeeze it in your patis?
You gotta have calamansi.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try it that
You
way.
gotta. It's so good.
And then tapa or tocino?
Tapa.
Tapa. That's right.
Yeah.
The thin tapa.
Thin
really
tapa.
the tapa
Yeah.
bacon tapa.
Not overly
Yeah.
sweet.
No.
You need the balance of the
not-
garlic.
Yeah, I like
and the
salty
meaty.
tapa,
Actually,
yeah.
Baguio tapa.
Yeah.
Really
Tapa Baguio.
specific.
Yes.
Tapa Baguio.
Tapa Baguio is the best.
Really good.
Ooh, I didn't even know there's a specific.
It's really good.
All right. Well, I'm so excited to try that, and I'm so glad that you guys came down to visit us here at the Rappler headquarters. We got to spend some time together, learn more about Abby
Yes.
and how this 12-year-old, entrepreneur took what Abby shared all throughout her life and is now serving it up for families to enjoy generations beyond the original. And I just love that. It's such a wonderful story. Your Abby must be so proud. Guys, if you want to check out Cakes by Louise, go visit them in Alabang, or you can go ahead and follow them, Cakes by Louise on Instagram, Cakes by Louise on Facebook, and of course shoot them a message.
Yes.
Tell us what your favorite memory is with any of these cakes, because we want to hear. And as always, guys, thank you so much for joining us and joining me on your Tuesday evening and spending time with us as we tell some food-centric stories. So make sure you guys keep cooking, keep sharing, and of course, keep safe. See you soon.